Hey, I'm Sarah and today I'm going to be making some peel muffins. Now I've seen this on the Love Food Hate Waste website. Of course this is right up my alley because I can't stand throwing anything out. Normally peels and skins just go straight into my compost bin. A couple of banana peels I used the other day. A couple of oranges. I'm just going to peel the oranges. The kids are pretty big on eating oranges at the moment, so that's all good. They won't go to waste. We just chop the big hard bulky bit off the ends of the bananas. We don't use those. Make sure there is not a fruit sticker on there. Yeah, the recipe didn't say to chop it up, but it feels right to chop it up. I'm really hoping to prove my husband wrong with this recipe actually. He thinks it sounds absolutely disgusting making something out of the peels. Personally, I think it's got potential. You can also freeze the peels as well for using later, so, as you eat the fruit, just chuck the peels in a bag and put them in the freezer. Do some baking with them when you're ready. I want to put about 1/4 cup of water in with those peels and put them in the microwave for about 5 minutes. So in a bowl, you're meant to add 2 cups of self-raising flour. However, just realised I don't have self-raising flour, but I've got plain flour and baking powder. So if you don't have self-raising flour, for each cup, just put 1 cup of plain flour and 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and that's basically your self-raising flour. This recipe also calls for 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, so while I've got it here, I'll put my 1/2 teaspoon in as well. Now 1 cup of sugar. Normally, I always reduce down the amount of sugar in my recipes, but as this is the first time I'm trying this, I'm going to put the full cup in, especially because it is incorporating peels, which can have a bit more of a tang to them. So I am going to put the full cup of sugar in, but I'm suspecting you can reduce this down. I will have a taste at the end and report back. So 1 teaspoon of mixed spice, which is about all I've got left in the bottom of that packet, so chuck that in. And 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Give all that a good mix up together. So those peels have just come out of the microwave. Whoa! Smelling very orangey banana-y. Funny that. It's going to be good. I can sense it. It's going to be good. I'm going to prove Clint wrong. So in another bowl, we've got 100 grams of melted butter or cheapy table spread. We want 1 cup of milk, 1 egg, and we want to blitz up those skins. Now, I'm just going to come out and say it, that looks disgusting, but it smells beautiful. Put the rest of the wet ingredients, mix them all together. Kind of having to smoosh the peel a bit, it kind of all wants to stick together like, like big mud clumps. Gosh, I make things sound appealing, don't I? The whisk will work. Oh, there we go, whisk's working a lot better. Okay, there you go. Here's a whisk. I want to just gently mix this all in together. There we go. I'm just going to keep folding that around until I don't see any dry bits. A cheeky taste of the dough. Ooh, that's nice. Right, so I'm going to put these in a preheated oven at about 200 degrees Celsius for between 20 to 25 minutes. Now while they're cooking, I'm going to make some icing for them. I don't often ice my muffins, but I just like the fact that this This recipe recommended using an icing incorporating the juice from the oranges, which of course you're using the peel from. So if you still have the oranges, it's a basic icing sugar, you know, type icing recipe. I'm actually just going to start, because I'm not big on heaps of icing on a muffin, especially not when it's just a good old icing sugar type thing. You know, if we're talking big piled up buttercream, there's a different story. I'm just going to use half a cup of icing sugar, one of those oranges. I'm going to chop that and put some of the juice in here. Don't ask me how much exactly, just, you know, just wing it. Just got my hand here to capture any seeds that might fall out. Give that a wee mix up. And you can use some more orange juice or just use, you know, either water. Ooh, that's yummy. That's nice and tingy and orangey. So I'm just going to make a small amount, and I'm just going to use it not so much like dolloped on icing, but just like a bit of a glaze. I'm diving in here. I'm not waiting for the kids. This is a beautiful texture. Oh, it smells so nice. But going by the smell alone, I'd say that the orange flavour is going to way overpower any kind of banana-y flavour. But I love that the banana skins are in there anyway. Okay, oh, these are so soft. I actually just let them cool in the tray for about 10 minutes before taking them out and putting that glaze on. Yummy. I would not cut that sugar down. I really like that orangey zesty flavour. The glaze on top definitely adds something. I'm trying to get a bit of the banana-y flavour, but it is there. It is there, but it's really, really subtle. If you asked me what these were made of, I would not immediately say peel. I would have guessed there was maybe a little bit of orange zest in there. But these are so nice, and a great way to use up stuff that would otherwise just have been thrown out. So yeah, definitely a winner.
It's a super duper yummy.
Yummy.
The bottom layer is nice and fluffy, and the top layer just gives it a nice crunch.
Husband taste test.
That's actually quite nice. If you hadn't have told me what's in it,
you'd like it more.
yeah. I particularly like it's real good with topping. It's nice and crunchy.
Yeah. Told you you'd like it. Hit that like button. Leave me a comment. Subscribe if you haven't already. Have a go at making these. Awesome. I bet lemon peel would work really well, by the way. Just saying. Have fun out there. Bye.